And with my candles, because I know a lot of people are sensitive not only to the energies things, but also chemicals, especially in the pagan community, there just seems like people are just hypersensitive. I know I am, that's why I make my own like body products and stuff for a lot of times, because my skin just breaks out like crazy. But to...
The wax wants us to chant to it.
You chant to it.
You go chant it, or well, wait. When we're done, we're gonna mix it together, and we can all be in there.
Okay.
So my candles usually, I'll just use essential oils, but it becomes really expensive, and a lot of the times the oil will burn off too when you're doing when you're putting them in before you pour. That's why you put them in right before, so it doesn't burn off. So a lot of people will add essential oils with fragrance oils, because I don't like just fragrance oils because there's no energy in that. A lot of people think, I don't follow this path, but some people do, where that you can heal and do different magics through like aromatherapy sort of thing without the use of it having the actual like basis of the medicinal or the magical properties with essential oils. But I have to feel where it came from an actual base when I use them.
Have a good night, baby.
So we are going to be using fragrance oils that way, because scent does draw things out of people. Like we smell something, like baked bread or something, like, oh, my grandma used to make bread, and I remember it brings things to you, it evokes different emotions and whatever. So along with the herbs that we use, we're going to put the fragrance oil in, and then I do have some essential oils, but I don't want the essential oils to overpower or like clash with the scent. No, clash with the scent.
Okay.
Because you don't want a funky smelling candle. Just like sometimes you get incenses they're kind of off, and you're just like, it messes with your mood when you're trying to do magical workings. So we're going to choose, there's some of the fragrance oils that we have that we can choose from, so I'll let you guys smell them first, so I know that there's not anything messy, like you don't have a bad reaction to it before we put it in a candle. And there's a couple that we can choose from. I know we have one that's just plain lavender. Most people are really good with lavender, because I feel like it opens up everything too.
Are we going to put this in the bottom of our individual candles?
No, we put it in the collective candle, okay. And then right as soon as we're done putting the oil in, we're all going to stir, and then we're going to pour our first pour, then I'll go into the rest of the class.
Nice, thank you.
And then, so then we have other ones that are named things like, there's one that's just called like Love Mix or something, one's called Extreme. So I'm going to go grab a couple of those. You guys can, I'll put them on the table, you guys can smell them, and then we'll decide what the best feel is for it, and then we can each put a little bit in there, and then we'll stir it. We put the actual herb in too. So do we put them on the table, or do we pass them around?
Just pass them.
Okay. I wish I had coffee beans so that we can cleanse the scent out of here or whatever before you.
Don't we have some in the freezer?
I think we're okay. That's not.
Do we have coffee beans in the freezer?
Don't
this
we?
one's called Love Spell too. Let's see if we have.
I thought we did.
Okay, this is the coolest book ever. This is this.
I don't know whose book that is. I think that's hers.
That's Karina's.
That's mine.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I love
This
it.
one's nice. I like jasmine.
And then also, you can always blend different scents too, depending on your intent and everything. Like, because I know when people make incenses and stuff, you're like, oh, what is that? It has like a little bit of orange and a little bit of
Lavender
like
strong.
clover or something in it. So we can blend these as well if you think if that's what you like. Depending on, unless you like the scent by itself.
Jasmine's really nice.
Those things with that
Lavenders are
one's
very
cinnamon
strong.
spice. It might clash with the other ones. But we also have apple orchard. If you want to put cinnamon spice and apple orchard, so it can be more of like a bring in an abundance of things.
Yeah.
So we have to choose between.
The jasmine's really nice and soft.
Very nice.
Yeah, the other ones are very strong.
Really, but it's gonna come out a little bit when we.
Yeah. So if we put that one in there,
because these are concentrated on. Yeah.
Yeah, if we put that one in there, it'll be less when we burn the candle.
Yeah. Well, when we put it in, first of all, it's gonna be hot, so it's gonna like release some of it, and then it's gonna permeate throughout the candle.
It smells really good. Thank you. I feel much better.
Okay. I actually like this one. I don't know which.
It's either jasmine or
cap.
the cinnamon spice.
I kind of like the.
I don't like the lavender. It smells like.
Old ladies.
Yeah, it smells like a old lady's ass.
That's really. Get the right one. Yeah, the one's kind of. You can tell the one's a fruity smell. Did we do Love Spell yet?
No.
Unfortunately.
This one kind of has a little fruity smell to it.
That's pretty good. I like the cinnamon spice.
So we have to choose one though, because I know with the most of the stuff we put in are like floral herbal. If we do cinnamon and spice, we can't mix it with anything else, unless it's the apple orchard for more of abundance things. So.
Karina, this is really orange.
Okay, that's good.
Let me see
You can use this as a crayon
That
if you want.
smells not too bad.
Yeah, here's cinnamon spice. Did you already get that?
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Maybe we shouldn't have added all that, but you can always dilute it more too.
I like the look
Oh
stuff.
boy, you're getting big, Miss Amy. Yeah. What's that all? Look. Yeah, am I there? No, that's all.
You can pass it that one too.
Now, what's the purpose of the smell? Is it the chemical properties or is it the...
The smell is because I with mine I do it by the energy. If you don't like it, and it smells like
Nauseous.
yeah,
Nauseous?
lady vomit. Okay. So that's why I wanted to smell them first. We don't just choose one based on its intent. The
I like that one.
that's where we do the herbs and everything first.
You do?
And we also put
Yeah,
oils
I
in
do
first,
too.
or the
that's
essential
apple
oils.
orchard.
But it's not going to make it have
Put
a
it
scent.
together and you
So
like
it's going to
it.
have the energies already sitting at the bit like into it, and the scent is really just to give you a reaction, just like scent and smell. You know how your sense. Yeah. So even though it's chemical, but when you make your own candles, you don't have to add
I'm not too
the chemical
impressed.
perfumes.
This would be the two together, the apple orchard and the cinnamon
And
spice.
how much do you put in, Karina? How much are we gonna put in?
That's a huge pot, so we'll probably put if we're mixing
Well, I'm
two,
not really too impressed, but
we'll probably put like half of one, and then we're using two, we'll use like.
I
We
think
can always mix it, and then we can. Just
we should probably use those
Yeah.
two.
No.
What?
no.
Well, that's just two. Did you like it?
Not particularly.
Yeah.
I think everybody liked the jasmine.
Okay.
I think everybody did.
Jasmine-
I love the jasmine or the love spell.
Let's go with jasmine.
Yeah,
I had a few
let's go
negative
fruity.
reactions to love spell. Jasmine, everybody had a.
Let's go to
And
jasmine.
there's a lot of. I know you don't you use jasmine a lot in your practices, so.
The
This
love
is pretty
spell
good,
is
too.
too fruity.
Can I put this in one?
Yeah, fruity.
No?
That's too
Why?
fruity.
I mean,
Oh, I know, sweetie. I know.
sorry.
Okay, let's do that.
I have a fruitcake here. I'm sorry.
But dealing with the like
So go
the
do your
scentsy and
illumination.
stuff, and knowing how fruity smells turn people off. That's what turned me off. Fruity smells always they're very nice at first, but then after a while they get too sweet and they
Yeah.
get sickeningly sweet.
There's like some like I can't do vanilla. I know a lot of women like vanilla. It makes me feel like I'm suffocating. Like it's too heavy for me. So a lot of women will like it. I'm just like can't deal with it. I'm a floral or like herbal scents. I don't do fruit.
I
and
think
don't do
jasmine's like both to me. Like jasmine's a real like any white flowers are
Yeah.
just
scent. Yeah, I was
like
gonna say I'm like it's
like
perfect.
fresh cut grass. Like you know what I mean? It's that
Yeah.
same.
It
kinda-
opens up something for you.
Yeah, I like
So
that. So jasmine.
Jasmine's nice.
everybody wants to go and I can get a pipette, or we can just if you feel like just pouring it. But I'm just worried about your skin. It's not really. If you have super sensitive, hypersensitive skin, I'll give you a pipette. If not, you can just pour it just in case it gets on you. I'm hypersensitive, so I'm gonna use a pipette.
Okay, I'll give it.
Okay, so I'll start first. We can all just go ahead and we'll start now.
Like that?
Yep, because then it's gonna when it solidifies a little bit, it's gonna drop in, and then we're gonna do another.
Put a little bit of love spell in there.
It won't mix right. It won't
It
permeate through.
won't mix right. Okay.
You can always anoint it afterwards. I'll give you. I'll see if I have an extra jar, and we can anoint it. We can always put some extra, and as the hot wax, you can drip some in there.
Okay.
There you go, sweetie.
Okay.
Did you need more?